Hello, baseball fans. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to the show.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
Welcome to our Wednesday edition of Inside the Show. Let's jump right into Tuesday's action. Starting out west in the American League, Jonathan Hernandez collected win number 2 on the year as Texas got the victory over Oakland 4-3. As of today, the A's are leading the AL West. They are enjoying a 5.5 game advantage, while the Rangers are 4th in the division. They're over 20 games out of first. The Indians got 12 hits in this one as they destroyed the Angels 7-1. They now have 6 straight victories. Heading into the day, the Indians are in 4th.
Pick up the pace. I'm about to chase. Money in case. Clean up base. Pick up the pace. I'm about to chase. Money in case. Clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Doing like good at the show. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Doing like good at the show. Pick up the pace. Step on the deck. We need to stretch. Mama the truth, playing it cool, wipe out the sweat. Get in the zone, kick on the throne, I'm about to flex. Home run, I'm throwing and by their opponent, show me who next. Play in the field, look alive. Slide, die, line, drive like Dion. I'm prime time, I'm zeroed in. While bun down, when I settle in, I break ground. Steal the base when you not around. Golden glove with a triple crown. I raise the ring cause I hold it down. I'm about to chase, money in case. Clean up base, pick up the pace. I'm about to chase, money in case. Clean up base. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Doing like good at the show. Got a call for it if you got it. Ain't no stopping on the go. Got a call for it if you got it. Doing like good at the show. Pick up the pace. 2 seam ain't enough. 4-tie team is us.
Now from the home of the A's since 1968, it's baseball at the Oakland Coliseum. Today, a matchup of division rivals at opposite ends of the standing between the Texas Rangers and the Oakland A's. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Kyle Hendricks, a California-born right-hander, is on the mound. What do you have for us on him, Denny?
Hey, listen, you don't have to know much about statistics to know that this is a bad one. How about this guy on the year as a starting pitcher? Left-handers are hitting over 300 against this guy. He's going to have to change something or he won't be pitching very long in this league.
Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball.
First pitch, 12:35.
The windup and the 0-1. To first, Giambi fields it cleanly. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. Chance now to look at the batting order for the visiting Rangers. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, there's some definite concern about Joey Gallo right now. He's really struggled to produce runs. No RBIs in this series so far, and he's a guy they count on to put runs on the board to help them win games.
And Dan Dero, these A's as they begin play here this afternoon. Despite the loss last time out, they've won 4 in a row, so they've been on a nice little roll here.
Matty, we've seen some good baseball in the first 2 games of this set, and expect another close one here. Both of the first 2 games decided by 1 run.
You know, Dero, when you get in these series like this, when 1 run means so much, you like to be able to be the team to score first. But both these games have been very close, and it's going to boil down to who gets the big hits in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
Yeah, he's going to have to work that sinker down in the zone. That's his bread and butter pitch, and if he's going to leave that belt high, that's going to spell disaster.
So now to the plate, Bill Mazeroski. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. He'll step in here at 275. 21 homers and 68 runs batted in. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. So let's take a peek at the officiating crew in this one. Behind the plate is Kenny Jansen.
Hey, the book on Kenny Jansen, D-Roll, not a very big zone, but
meanwhile, this ball is into right center, and that ought to be good enough for extra bases. And the run will score as the Rangers strike first to lead it 1-0.
that will drive a pitching coach crazy. He has the hitter down 0-2 in the count, and instead of making him chase it something off the plate, he grooves one that's driven down the line for a run-scoring double. Have to make better pitches on an 0-2 count.
Ready with the 0-1. Drilled to the left side. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2.
That is good. The left fielder.
Next, it'll be Willie Calhoun. And a great chance for the Rangers to add on in just the first inning. From the belt, the pitch. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field. And what an effort on the running play to end the inning. The run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Home half of the first coming up from the Coliseum. It's now 1-0 Texas.
Pick up the pace. I'm out of chase. Money in case.
Dane Dunning is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Ricky Henderson is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0. Fellas, this Rangers ball club, as they begin play, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series.
Meanwhile here, this ball's given a pretty good ride out to deep left field, and that is going to clear the wall. A home run. So it's a solo home run to lead off the bottom of the first. 19th home run for him on the season, and the A's are back to even now. It's 1 apiece.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys, the guys would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat. They can go deep.
At the plate, number 19.
Second baseman.
As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty, it's strike 1. Numbers-wise, he's at .326 with 45 home runs and 97 driven in. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Down and away, ball 1.
If you're on the mound right here, you got to trust your catcher and execute. You know who's coming up to the plate.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
I'd be real surprised if he goes back out away there on the mound. This is a count for a fastball challenge, and we'll see if he's ready for it in the box.
And before the 2-1 pitch here, time called at home plate. Bouncer to the left side, scooped up. On the first, so a good bounce back pitch there as he gets the ground ball for the first out. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who do you have your eye on, Dan?
Well, you better look out for that cleanup spot. He's coming off a month where he had double-digit totals in home runs. If you're looking at one category and you like the long ball, this is the guy to watch. One of the best power threats in the game right now.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. Guzman is there for it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Batting fourth.
So here's the Oakland cleanup batter, Reggie Jackson. He enters play in the hunt for the league's home run crown, but he'll have some work to do down the stretch. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounded back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. 1 scores in the inning, coming on this solo home run. Second inning coming up. All even now at 1-1. Now at the plate, Ronald Guzman. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The first baseman.
Swing and a miss at the first pitch. Changeup, 0-1. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Back up the middle. Andrus fields it cleanly. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Batting seventh.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's focus our attention at the guy who plays one of the premier positions in the game, and that's Elvis Andrus. Listen, when I watch this guy, I can't help but think Omar Vizquel. Came into the league, was all glove, and figuring it out at the plate, and has consistently gotten better offensively while never losing a step with the glove.
Nate Lowe comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Now the 2-0 home. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. Got him to swing under that one. It's 2-2.
Don't expect too many more high fastballs in this one. He is known for his sinker, keeping the ball on the ground.
Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw gets him to that. Next to hit is Rodney Presley. Here's the first pitch.
Oh, that's out.
The 1-0. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. 2 out, nobody on. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss, strike 2. I think it's safe to say he wasn't ready for the fastball.
Wow, was he behind that fastball. Great job on the mound using the curveball to set up the heater.
And they could go either way now, I suppose. Number 19. He's got it, and the side is retired. Rangers set down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second, tied 1 apiece. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP, Jason Giambi. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Turned on, but it's wide at first and foul. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss as he pulls the top hand over. It's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin the win if he starts looking for it in there.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jason Giambi. misses with that one down and in. It's a full count now, 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Martin comes on now, and he has it one down.
Batting fifth.
So here's how the Rangers are positioned defensively. And guys, when I've been looking at the numbers on this starting pitcher, what really jumps out on me is the fact that he doesn't strike a ton of guys out, which means he's got to execute. He's got to use those 17 inches in, out, up, and down. He's going to have his defense behind him, and they better be on their toes because a lot of balls are going to be put in play in this one.
He's carrying a batting average of just over 300, so clearly he's been a productive player with the bat in his hand so far. The windup and the 0-1. Dunning offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it.
He was able to recognize that pitch early. His eyes lit up on that one. Able to pull it down the line for a nice base hit.
That brings in the Cobra, Dave Parker. As he'll get caught chasing a bad one there at strike one. Here comes the 0-1. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Go to second, but he's in there as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, the beat goes on with this guy. Runner in scoring position. No doubt when he comes up, he's thinking RBI. What does he do? Double the drive and another run. This guy is a money run producer.
And the Hall of Fame catcher, Gary Carter, hits next. And he puts it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. Dan, do you agree with the timing of the visit from the pitching coach?
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Here's Elvis Andrus now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Now here's the first offering. As he overcommits here to a slider out of the zone, 1 strike to count.
Well, this is starting to feel like a make or break moment in this game. When you're playing a first place team, you can't expect to fall way behind early in a game and then mount a comeback.
Andrus in an 0-2 hole here.
Hey, you know in the back of your mind as a batter right here, he's got that nasty sinker. I know it's 0-2, but he might not be looking for the punch out. You have to find a way as a batter to get that two-seamer up in the zone, or you're going to ground into a double play.
Here it comes now to Andrus.
Got to believe the pitcher and catcher understand the fact that he's covering away, and he's covering way away. Don't be shocked if he comes in with something.
And he chased it in the dirt.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
He's set. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit. Throwing to second. Throw to second for the force out, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. We'll go now to the top of the 3rd. The A's lead it 3-1. So now into the box is Jason Martin, who's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game. pitcher wants to have a quick inning right here, capitalize on the momentum his batters have.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Well, I think he got away with one right there. It was a fastball right down the middle, and he hit it hard, but he couldn't elevate it at all. Would have been a different story if he did.
First offering. Line drive, base hit. That'll bring in Nick Solak. He'll take a changeup here for strike one. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
And a big curveball is in there for a called third strike, and there are 2 gone.
The second baseman,
And now, Bill Mazeroski. An RBI double is what he was credited with his first time around. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. And that's in there as well. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Right fielder coming on. But he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. So now they'll have runners on the corners with 2 away.
Boy, there's another base hit, and this is just kind of like that gift that just keeps on giving, D-Roll. Both teams piling up the hits, and we're just in the 3rd inning.
Yeah, their ears were open on both sides during the pitchers' meeting today. Good plan at the plate, a lot of execution from the offensive side on both sides.
2 on, 2 out for him here in the 3rd. Might have thought about it here, but he lays off the breaking ball inside. It's even at 1. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. Comes set, now the pitch.
Oh, the old classic 2-strike. Let's throw the fastball right down the middle. Not in this game. Gotta believe you gotta work the corners a little bit more. Fastball command is paramount at this level.
Now another 1-2. And another foul ball.
Those are the pitches in the game that you don't get back as an offensive player. I know it's easy sitting up here in the booth calling the game, but he'll be thinking about that one for a while if he doesn't get a hit in this at-bat right here.
On the 8th pitch of the at-bat is the one that finally does it as he wears him down and the inning is over. Rangers leave a pair, and it remains a 3-1 ball game.
We're back now as the A's are ready to bat in the 3rd inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. They're currently near the top of the league in team batting average, so more often than not, they're going to give opposing pitchers a tough matchup. One player told me before the game they have a solid group of guys in this lineup, but that they also owe a lot of credit to the coaching staff for working tirelessly with them every day to get them ready and keep improving. Really seems to be a total team effort, guys.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks.
the second baseman, number 19.
First pitch on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. I had him reaching at thin air that time, and he's very quickly down 0-2. Now time called at the plate as he'll step out and try and start it again. Here it comes on 0-2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out.
It's so hard to hit when you're behind the count 0-2, right? You have to protect for the fastball. You have to look for the soft stuff down and away. You're really at a disadvantage when you fall behind 0-2.
Matt Chapman is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one.
Ew, was that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
And he connects with it. This one's hit deep out to left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a solo shot here to left center field. 32 now for the season. And the A's open it up 4-1 now.
He's given up 2 long balls in just 2 1/3 innings of work. So it seems as though they might have his number here. Not sure how much more the manager wants to see. He needs to turn it around quick if he wants to stay in this one for a while.
To the plate now, Reggie Jackson. So take a look at ball 1. Jackson is a prolific power hitter, and you probably didn't need me to tell you that. Doesn't matter what kind of pitching he faces, there's a lot of pop in that bat. Line drive, base hit to right. And you see on the graphic right there that his hitting streak will indeed live on as he just continues to hit the ball well.
You know what, Matty? I don't see it ending anytime soon. We got to take a look at the upcoming matchups, but this guy is absolutely locked in the plate, and I don't think anybody gets him to lose his toehold right now.
Standing in now, Jason Giambi hits softly. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning. Now a throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely. From the stretch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike.
Well, that sinker is normally a really important pitch for him, but it really hasn't been effective so far. It just looks kind of flat.
Jackson, base runner at first with 1 out. They'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well-executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Hit down the line at first. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. Throw won't get him.
Man, that's surprising, Dan. This guy's flailing that stuff in the third and above his head to get to 2 strikes, and then he lays in the cookie.
Well, you would think after throwing 2 pitches out of the zone that he would triple up and throw a third one either up, down, or in and out, but that one right in the middle of the strike zone.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. That'll bring up Harold Baines as he rips it on the ground to second. Dive, but it's in and out of the glove, and the run should score. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
That grounder was hard hit, and sometimes the runner at third will have to hold on a ball like that, but he was off on contact, and they opted to take the out at first instead.
Striding in for Oakland, Dave Parker, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Grounder down the line at third. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Gallo gets under it and makes the catch to end the inning. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the top of inning number 4. The A's lead this one 5-1. And here's the former prize Dodger prospect Willie Calhoun. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Bottom part of the zone. A good changeup gets the call. Ripped down the line. This will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Calhoun, a 27-year-old. He was a 4th-round selection back in the 2015 MLB draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
And the throw on at first will take care of him, so he's thrown out by the only man standing on the left side of the infield. One away.
The first baseman, Ronald Guzman.
So now to the plate, Ronald Guzman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the AB on its way. And a fastball's in there for strike one. Chopped weakly to the right. Reaches out for one and hits it on the ground to second. He's got it. And a throw to Giambi's in time for out number 2. Nate Lowe digging in now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fouled off.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, you can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
2-2 pitch is fouled away.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And that finds its way through for a base hit.
Boy, just when you're looking for one of those shutdown innings, you get 2 quick outs, D-roll, then you give up a 2-out base hit to extend the inning.
Yeah, you show me a big league ball player that's going to give away an AB. No chance. Everybody's in there grinding every at-bat, every plate appearance. Nice job. Maybe a little 2-out lightning start.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And it's fouled away. The 0-2 once more.
I'll tell you right now, he let go of that one, and he wanted to pull it back. That was a hanger, bad spot over the heart of the plate. He's lucky. He's lucky that's getting sent back to him.
The next 0-2. Line drive base hit. The hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
You know, your offense just throws a number up on the board for you. The last thing you want to do is go out there and not throw a donut up for the boys. He was able to get those first 2 outs so quick, but now with a hit and a single, he finds himself in a little bit of trouble.
And the 2-out threat won't pay off. The inning is over. Rangers leave a pair. They're down 5-1. Bottom of the inning now. And up next will be the Hall of Famer catcher Gary Carter. First pitch on the way. Hit hard on the ground to second. Reined in. And that's out number 1.
Now batting, shortstop, Elvis Andrus.
So Elvis Andrus the next to bat. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And it's gone as they add still another. that? A solo home run for Elvis Andrus. Home run number 16 for him on the year, and it's now a 6-1 ball game.
Man, this has been a rough one for this guy so far. That's the third homer he's allowed today. You better start keeping the ball down in the strike zone, or that total might continue to rise.
Stepping in now, Ricky Henderson. He'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded cleanly, and that's the second out. So the next to bat will be number 19, 0-for-2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the AB on its way. Swung on and hit pretty well out to deep left field. And he gets there, makes the running play, and that ends the inning. The A's strike for one on the solo homer. We're through 4, and this is now a 6-1 ball game.
Been a long time coming. Haters gonna be part-time loving. Putting up some all-time.
Welcome back. Heidi Watney standing by as we get set for the top of the 5th. Now at the plate is Isaiah Kiner-Falefa, singled in his last at-bat. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. Grounded up the first baseline. This will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. 0-2 count and the pitch. On the ground to the left side. Chapman's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Up next for the Rangers, the third baseman.
So here is Nick Solak, 1-for-2 on his line so far in the game. And that's in there for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a fly ball. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. Lifted into the air to shallow center. Giving chase is Parker. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away.
The batter, second baseman, Bill Mazeroski.
Next, it'll be Bill Mazeroski. He doubled earlier and carries a 2-for-2 line into this appearance. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one. Line drive base hit. The inning stays alive with 2 out and brings up Joey Gallo next.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting by your 3-hole guy right there. First 2 guys, not so much. Now they bring up the monster in the 4-hole with 2 outs. They have a chance to make a nice inning.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Rangers lead 1. They trail 6-1. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney. Joe Gatto, a right-handed reliever standing 6'3", gets the ball now out of the bullpen. And that'll bring in Matt Chapman. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. He's ready. Here's the first pitch. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. 1 strike. A ball and a strike to count to Matt Chapman. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
So with his day fully over now, you get a look at the pitching line for the Rangers starter. Not what he had in mind before the day started.
Well, this one's really easy to dissect. Too many pitches left over the heart of the plate. 3 bombs allowed in this one. He's going to have to do a better job of throwing quality pitches down the road.
First offering. Reggie Jackson is in for the third time as he swings and misses at that one. It's 0-1. Bouncer up the middle. Throw is in time to get Reggie, and that's out number 2.
The first baseman, Jason Giambi.
Stepping in once again is Jason Giambi. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch.
Ball 1, no strike.
Some movement now in that Texas bullpen as a left-hander starts to get cranking down there. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
That's just too much velocity upstairs to get good wood on it. It's going to have to lower his sights.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. 2 out, nobody on. And this will be fouled away. Here's another 1-2. Fouled away. Swing and a miss got him reaching. Presley goes to get it, and the throw to first ends the inning. A's are gone in order. They lead it 6-1. Top half of the 6th about to get started, and standing in the outfielder, Willie Calhoun.
Willie Calhoun.
First pitch of the AB on its way. Hit sharply on the ground, and Andrus will not be able to get there. It's a base hit.
Hey, some guys look out there, Dan. They don't care. They can't execute the ball the other way. It's not that easy. They're going to hit it as hard as they can right into the shift and let the chips fall where they may.
You know, it's hard, D-Row, when you come up all the way through high school, Little League, college ball, and the minor leagues, and you're used to pulling the ball. That's the type of hitter you are. Some of these hitters are going to have to try to make some changes with these exaggerated shifts.
No hits to this point. Hit hard on the ground to short. That's through, and he's got his first base hit. He's 1 for 3.
Dan, if they're going to crack through, this has got to be the opportunity they've been looking for right here. They've had a ton of hits, a ton of people on base, but no one has been able to come up with that big knock.
Well, you know what, Dilo? This pitcher's kind of worked around trouble the entire time so far. Another inning brewing right here. Let's see if they can't get a big hit here, right here, and bust through in this one.
Pause, and the 0-2. Hit back up the middle. Andrus has it. There's one. Back to Giambi, and they get the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Into the box, Rodney Presley. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Hit sharply on the ground to the left. And that's through into left field for a base hit. And they show a little life here as the lead shrinks to 6-2 now.
Boy, that's a big pick-me-up right there. After the ground ball double play, that runner at third could have been stranded big, and I mean big, 2-out base hit.
Yeah, that's what it's all about, picking up your teammates right there. You know, after grounding into a double play, you watch your teammate go back to the dugout dejected, costing his team 2 outs.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters due up in the bottom of inning number 6. It's the A's 6 and the Rangers 2. And now here is Harold Baines. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
The designated hitter, Harold Baines.
First pitch on its way. The 0-1. Swing and a miss here. He's behind in the count now, 0-2. A swing and a miss on the ball way out of the zone, and there's 1 away.
If you've got a good fastball going and they're not handling, keep throwing it. Right there, 3 fastballs in a row. He gone.
In now, Dave Parker. As with 1 away, he can't make contact on the first pitch. It's strike 1. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. And boy, this at-bat is not starting off well as he's behind 0-2 now. Down the way, it's a ball and 2 strikes. And a bit of a jam shot there as this is on the ground to second. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 8, Gary Carter.
So next to bat will be Gary Carter. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. Here's the first pitch to him. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Center fielder looking up, still going back. Gone! The kid, Gary Carter, leaves the yard with a solo shot. Number 13 for him on the year, and the lead is now 7-2.
Yeah, it's a long season with a lot of peaks and valleys, but he's getting hot here in September. That bodes well for him and his team as things crank up in October. We'll see if he can stay hot when it matters the most.
So now to the plate, Elvis Andrews. As he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. Mazeroski put this one away, and the side is retired. But add on 1 more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. New inning set to get underway, and into bat next will be Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. First pitch on the way. Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And a perfect start to the 7th as this should be extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Well, it isn't exactly earth-shattering, but when you struggle like they have at the plate all day, you take any extra base hit that you can get. If they can string together a few at-bats like that, they're going to get right back into this thing.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. To the plate now, Nick Solak. As the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit hard back up the middle. And a diving effort there, but it'll come up empty. It's a base hit. And he is safe at the plate, and that'll cut it to a 7-3 ball game now.
Well, that's an aggressive send there, Dior, because this outfielder has a very strong throwing arm.
Yeah, and when you're sitting in a hitter's meeting, that's stuff they go over. So every base runner is on notice, knowing that this guy's got one of the strongest arms in the league, but they challenged him, and it worked.
Count now, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball. Solak gets his lead at first, nobody out. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Sent on the ground out to second. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit. And that runner will hold up at second with 2 aboard now.
They're saying amongst the offense, Dan, anybody can get 3 hits in the big league game. It's that 4th one that separates you.
Talk about it. He's having a good week in one night. Can you imagine 4 hits in one game? I'd say he's having a pretty good day.
Your attention, please.
Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. Tired a bit as he reached the 7th, but he's got a shot at the victory if his bullpen can help him out. Joey Gallo is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Now a chopper to second. This will be a tough turn. Throw to first is in time for the first out.
The left fielder, number 5, Willie Calhoun.
Up next for the Rangers, Willie Calhoun. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First offering. Hit in the air to straightaway center. Parker's under it. Makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly. So stepping in is Ronald Guzman. And he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run behind him in the on-deck circle. 1-0 the count. From the belt, the pitch, and he misses again, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball, 2-2.
That's what you call a challenge fastball right there, boys. I don't know if he was necessarily trying to miss up in the zone like he did, but he got away with it right there and put the fastball by him.
And Elvis will put this one away, and that retires the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. It's stretch time here in Oaktown. The A's lead this one 7-4. Now it'll be Ricky Henderson, who launched one over the wall back in the opening frame. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. Hit down the third baseline. A foul ball, 1-1. Now here's the pitch. It's 1-2.
I'm pretty surprised by the location on those last 3 pitches. The book on him is that he hits the way pitch pretty well, and he just saw 3 in a row out there.
So does he go back out there again?
No, Matt, I expect him to mix it up. Most catchers won't call for the same location over and over and over.
So he chased out of the strike zone on that one. Ricky Henderson sent packing to begin the bottom of the 7th. At the plate, number 19. And he takes ball 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Now the 1-0. looked at for ball number 2.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of this. He didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulders up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, Dero, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
Strike called. Now the throw down. It's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base.
This catcher's not known for his throwing ability, so you compound that with a big lead at first base. He had no chance to throw that runner out at second.
And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. 7 runs, 10 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
2-2. Grounded back up the middle. There's Connor Falefa. Throw again to the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on the ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
Now to the plate, Reggie Jackson. He'll try and start things over now with the bases empty and 2 away following the RBI ground ball. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in an 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
Gallo will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. So 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the A's 8 and the Rangers 4. Now for Texas is the DH, Nate Lowe. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And we'll start the inning off with an easy fly ball to straightaway left. Chapman is under it, and that's the first out of the inning.
The catcher, number 14.
Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the 2 starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. Down the first baseline. And take it to the bag and shot for the out. So next to the plate for Texas, Jason Martin, and they're down to their final 4 outs here, Dan.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for them right now, Matt. They've got a significant hill to climb, but they've got to take it 1 bat at a time. A couple of guys get on, and then who knows what can happen.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing, but a late one as it's fouled off to the left. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. Weakly hit towards first. Giambi has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Home half of the 8th, straight ahead. It's the A's 8 and the Rangers 4. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and standing in the imposing left-handed bat of the former AL MVP, Jason Giambi. There's a swing and a high blast headed for the corner and right. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball.
His heart sank right there when that ball met the bat, but just had him out front just enough to give him another shot at potentially putting him away.
Behind 0-2 now. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Jambi retired, and there's one away.
The batter, number 3.
Next will be the designated hitter, Harold Baines. First offering. Hit out towards second. Right to him. On to first, and there were 2 down.
Now batting. The 17th.
Ready now is Dave Parker. He bounced out last time up. Now the first pitch.
1-0.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Nice adjustment out on the mound. Overthrew the first one a little bit, but got on top and let that ball rip right out in front of him.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now. Ran one in tight that time, as all he can do is foul this one away. Again, a 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. There's Connor Falefa. Throw on to Guzman at first, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the A's. They still. So now up steps Isaiah Connor Falefa. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings. The guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. And he fouls this one off. Here comes another 0-2. And a swing and a miss on the fastball. And there's the first out here in the ninth. A reminder not to touch that remote after we're through, as you'll see full highlights of the ball game this afternoon exclusively right here on the show. Stepping up is Nick Solak. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point. Lays off 1-0.
Hey, I hope that call doesn't throw him off his game right here. He's been pitching one heck of a game, and I'd hate to see the umpire get in his head right now.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, and the Rangers are now down to their final out of the game. Next, here is Bill Mazeroski. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the ninth. And now the first pitch. Two out, nobody on. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Crowd of over 39,000 on their feet. Count remains at 0-2. Texas down to their final strike in this one. Down the left field line and deep. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. But this will wind up foul. Still 0-2.
Hey, 5 foul balls in a row. Loving the battle in the box right here, making the pitcher work.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Long run for the right fielder. And he tracks it down. game is over.
Wow, a 9-out save? That's 3 full innings. You don't see that very often these days. It's awfully nice to have a guy in the back end of your bullpen that can pitch that kind of work.
8-4 the final this afternoon. Oakland win their 40th game in front of the home crowd this year. Kyle Hendricks earned his 9th win of the year. Dane Dunning struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Raleigh Fingers takes the rare 3-inning save, his 4th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First, for the victorious Athletics, 8 runs, 10 hits, no errors. They left 2 men on base. For the Rangers, 4 runs, 13 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes.
Keep fighting today. That's my week on Monday. My friends come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely. So you better know, work hard is the best way. My friends come for free. When you get it free, you will lose it freely.
Inside the Show with Justin Allegri.
TGIF, and welcome to Inside the Show. In the AL Central, the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim picked up, 19 hits in this one as they beat the Tribe in Cleveland 14-5. Heading into the day, the Indians sit in 4th place in the American League Central Division, 16 games out of 1st, while the Angels